killer, nobody gon' play with you when I'm with you. Go against any nigga like fuck this glitter. Skeet all dirt on bitches. I put it in for you, I spin for you. Whatever you with, I'm with it. How you gon' cost a nigga out rockin' with you? I got you lit in the city. I been multitasking, rapping and being the daddy to my little children. I been spinning on business and spinning and spinning and spinning until I'm dizzy. I do all the smack, you ain't never step of help with none of you killing. You doing a lot of capping, watch when I catch, I'ma whack you in front of the witness. Damn, I knew you were tripping. We could've been superstars. Remember when we were jacking cars? Now it's not safe for you. You switch like a pussy little bitch. Damn, I knew you tripping. We could've been superstars. Can't help it now.
Is that Jambo?
What does that say for us? Kicking up corners. Yeah, we could be superstars, but I'm pretty sure our time is up. And so we fell off the spinning tops.
Say you my nigga, I'ma be your killer. Nobody gon' play with you when I'm with you. Go against any nigga like fuck this glitter. Skeet all dirt on bitches. I put it in for you, I spin for you. Whatever you with, I'm with it. How you gon' cost a nigga out rockin' with you? I got you lit in the city. I been multitasking, rapping and being the daddy to my little children. I been spinning on business and spinning and spinning and spinning until I'm dizzy. I do all the smack, you ain't never step of help with none of you killing. You doing a lot of capping, watch when I catch, I'ma whack you in front of the witness. Damn, I knew you were tripping. We could've been superstars. Remember when we were jacking cars? Now it's not safe for you. You switch like a pussy little bitch. Damn, I knew you tripping. We could've been superstars. Can't help it now.
Yo, y'all already know what time it is, boy. It's Excuse Sunday. Let's get this bitch live, lit, and on point. Y'all already know if y'all in this bitch now, go ahead, share this post, like this motherfucker. Like I said, it's the first episode of Full of Smoke. We excited as a motherfucker in this bitch, man. Let's get this bitch rocking, man. Let's share this post. Let's get these views up, baby. If you're in the comments, go ahead, check in. Yeah, we lit on this. This is Full of Smoke, baby. First episode, Full of Smoke. Let's get this bitch going. But while we getting these views up, man, y'all go ahead, check out the little thing one more time, and we're gonna get it going.
Is that Jambo?
What does that say for us? Kicking up corners. Yeah, we could be superstars, but I'm pretty sure our time is up. And so we fell off the spinning tops.
Say you my nigga, I'ma be your killer. Nobody gon' play with you when I'm with you. Go against any nigga like fuck this glitter. Skeet all dirt on bitches. I put it in for you, I spin for you. Whatever you with, I'm with it. How you gon' cost a nigga out rockin' with you? I got you lit in the city. I been multitasking, rapping and being the daddy to my little children. I been spinning on business and spinning and spinning and spinning until I'm dizzy. I do all the smack, you ain't never step of help with none of you killing. You doing a lot of capping, watch when I catch, I'ma whack you in front of the witness. Damn, I knew you were tripping. We could've been superstars. Remember when we were jacking cars? Now it's not safe for you. You switch like a pussy little bitch. Damn, I knew you tripping. We could've been superstars. Can't help it now.
Yo, fellas, we back. Like I say, fellas, man, let's get this bitch jumping, man. It's Excuse Sunday. We got a lot of shit to talk about. A lot of shit happened this weekend. There is. it's too much that happened this weekend, man. One thing I can say, we ain't had no real major drama this week. We ain't had no bullshit. A lot of games was played. If y'all see at the bottom, we're gonna have the score going through at the bottom as well. But also, while y'all on here today, like I told y'all last week, we're gonna start doing this thing where we try to, donate to something. So this week I did choose my own team as a little fundraiser thing to go to. So again, fellas, if y'all would like to donate to our fundraiser, at the bottom is the cash out you can donate to. All is appreciated. And no matter how short it is, man, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if it's 2 pennies, man. At the end of the day, it's all about helping. But again, fella, man, it's Excuse Sunday, man. They get the bit cracking, man. They get their bit cracking, man. Where you at? Where you at, that is? Where you at, Reggie? Y'all niggas was the ones hitting me, boy, early. Where we at? We got 19 views. We still waiting on them viewers to jump up a little bit more. I ain't gonna lie though, boy. I know. But nah, for real though, man. Let's get into some of these games, man. Yesterday, I did see that we had a great game with the Savannah Falcons, and we had a great game with the South Georgia Mustangs. Went down to the wire, went to OT. If I'm not mistaken, Mustangs ended up pulling that out. I believe I had the correct score of 14-8. I believe I have the correct score. If I don't, y'all make sure y'all get me right in the comments. Yeah, man, we here. Appreciate you on the shares, fellas. Appreciate you on the shares. Again, if you want the link, just let me know. I'll send you the link. You can hop on. I can get up to 10 people on here today. Damn, boy, that be going. Let me give y'all a few more minutes before we really get going, man, because I ain't going to cap, man. I did start early today. Normally, I start later. So I'm going to give y'all a few more minutes to get jumping in here, though. Yo, we in this bitch. I don't know if everybody can hear me on this motherfucker, though. My fault, y'all fellas. I'm trying to share this thing to a couple people right quick. Yes, sir. But we was jumping up now. Like I said, I got a few more people coming in, fellas. I apologize for the late, and we finna get this bitch jumping though. I just had to go live on time. I know y'all been getting on me about being at this bitch on time. So I told y'all 6:30. We on this bitch at 6:30, fellas. Hell no. But I heard somebody did the AB yesterday though, for real. We're gonna get into that shit in a second. A bit. Just sent it to you that. Just sent to Mr. Quan too. All right, we getting up the views jumping up. We at 32. Keep it going. Keep them views going up, baby. Keep them views going up. Hello.
Hello, I ain't left you. I was just letting you know I'm about to leave in a minute. I waiting on my cousin and she was gonna drive me because my stomach cramping.
Hey, what's up, boy?
What's up, bro?
Nothing much, man. Shit, you get any views up, man, before we get going, man. You already know these niggas want to talk about this shit.
Yes, you know we definitely gonna talk about it. Definitely. On every lead, we talking about it.
Hey, if y'all just getting on, I know some of y'all like, damn, what the fuck is full of smoke? Yeah, man, I did branch off away from Greg, fellas. I did start my own little, platform called Full of Smoke. At the end of the day, ain't no discredit to Greg. Greg gonna do his thing, and he gonna keep prospering. I'm pretty sure of it. But at the end of the day, I just want to branch off and do my own thing. But like I say, fellas, ain't nothing changed. It's still the same thing. We got Reggie on here with his ring already. Reggie, what's up, my boy?
Hey, how you earned that?
Huh?
How you got that?
How I got what? That ring?
I asked Reggie how he got that ring.
It was a linebacker missing in action. I had to step up while he was doing.
Hey, Ben, he got a little pick yesterday, Ben. He don't know how to act.
Hey, I asked him for the clip, man. I was gonna put it on the little thing early on, man.
Fuck that. He only got that bitch because of me after he cussed me out.
Hey, man, boy, I got y'all boys on. Y'all know we got a lot to talk about today, man. It was some shit happened yesterday, but we ain't gonna get into that one early. I think that one we're gonna wait on a little bit. But let's start off with these scores, though, boy. As y'all can see at the bottom, these scores kind of sliding through them. I'm gonna start off with my personal one because at the end of the day, a lot of these niggas say I'm hating, but right now it don't look good for you niggas. The Outlaws versus the Crushers. The Crushers did take their second straight loss last week. They went from 4 to probably unranked right now.
Oh, that shit.
Hey, but at the end of the day, man, the boy was talking hella big shit. I ain't seen the boy Yusuf back on this bitch since first week when he got damn exposed.
I don't think he gonna be back here.
Nah, man. But nah, at the end of the day, like I said, they on their 2-game losing streak right now. At the end of the day, hopefully they can get it together for when it count. Like I say, if they're gonna keep going how they going, we already know what they'll be doing at the end of the year. The next game I got is the Reapers and the Bulls. Reapers ended up pulling that out 26-8. This was the Bulls' first week in the EAFL. Not gonna lie, I've seen a lot of controversy happen at the end of that game. Not about the game itself, just in the last couple of days on the page. We're gonna talk about that tonight too. But like I said, there's a lot of little controversy. I've seen some good players leaving that team, but hey, again, we're gonna get into that a little bit later. We got the Spartans versus the Avengers. Now, a lot of us thought that game was going to be a stretch or probably even a blowout. But like I said, a lot of y'all early on in the season, that the Spartans was going to come out and be able to play ball this year. I mean, at the end of the day, from my understanding, they had actually held the lead for a good portion of that game. So,
man, when we got there, I ain't going to lie. The Spartans dropped their nuts yesterday, though, dog. They dropped their nuts because
Here you go with the Metro.
Here you go with that Metro again.
Here you go with the Metro, bro. We ain't bringing the Metro to the new podcast.
Not to the new podcast. We put have good sitting on the new podcast, bro.
And he's still breaking up. Hey, well, we can't hear nothing you saying.
Oh, wait, no, that ain't me.
That boy,
that's because, you know, when you get a higher iPhone that you could have stayed on. But no, like that game right there, like
so petty.
They They played football, bro. Them boys came out and played football, bro. Like, I don't feel like the Spartans should have lost, honestly. When we got in the fourth quarter, I don't feel like they should have lost. As far as Marcus not playing, I ain't gonna speak on that, but I believe if he would have been there,
You say Marcus wasn't playing?
He didn't play.
I got word today in my inbox.
QB1
He got
bench.
benched.
Who was at the game? Who was at the game? Who was there? QB1 was not in the game. Not since we was there.
Wow. QB1 was at the game and didn't play?
At all. Ain't even a piece of dirt ain't even touch his jersey.
Damn. What the hell going on?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna speak on that part.
Yeah, I don't know, but QB1 definitely wasn't in the game. Him or Joe Lane, they wasn't at quarterback.
Who you got next, Ben?
We had to get off for us.
Based on how that. So. Hey, Quan.
Yes, sir.
Man, you ain't yesterday, nigga.
You said what? You said nigga slamming
can't
my
let that
shit.
happen no more. You can't slam like that, buddy.
Yeah, poor ass old line. That what? Yeah. What the fuck just happened?
My fault, fella, man. Nah, I had to go down there with the baby for a second, man.
No, you good, bro.
Nah, that bitch just like blinked off for a second.
I had to go down there with the baby for a second, man.
What that is, Reggie? What that is? One? Nah, that ain't one. That's two. Nah, that ain't two. That's three.
No,
I can't even see.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
I can't even see the comments.
What?
Yeah, I don't see no comment.
I can't see the comments neither. Hold up, man.
I'm about to get on my other page.
Nah, I know what it is. Hold up.
Why? But no.
We got to run it back. We ain't live? Or we live?
Nah, we live. We live. We good. I just had to make sure I got it on the what's the name? Cause right now it ain't showing the comments on my end, but it's showing them on the regular page.
Oh, people asking about like why did we skip the question? Why did we not talk about the Avengers game?
We just got there. We ain't even got to the Avengers yet.
I don't see no comments.
How you looking? That's what they asking in the comments.
I don't see no comments.
Comments ain't showing.
Hold up, man. Something ain't right. This
all
ain't.
I see is one comment,
They
and that's the one that you say. Share this, fellas.
Didn't play.
Okay, I got it now. Y'all see him now?
Okay, there we go.
I bet. There we go. Now we can see the comment. My fault, fellas. Let's play catch up now. Y'all got a lot of these comments in, so we're gonna play catch up.
Hey, watch how y'all talk to Vince now, cause look, he said
Santi, that was not my fault. That was Thad's fault. Thad started that shit.
I started what? Man, no, I didn't. I just said I said don't let that happen no more. I started that. Then you said poor ass O-line. Don't do your team.
All right. So let's start off with y'all game, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I got something to say about that. But anyway, cause I did put in the comments on Friday or last Sunday that y'all was gonna win that game by 30. Somebody told me that was a damn lie. Now the fact that he probably did have a good game, but at the end of the day, he ain't do his part. Y'all covered the spread. Is he going back and forth with Santi?
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna talk about that real quick. Like, I ain't putting my team out there, but we made a phone call Friday, such and such. We was told no because we got people selling out about we gonna blow them out. Okay, hint, hint. We were trying to do something. So apparently, we ain't want no running clock. When it came to the third quarter, Santa told the referee, no, we don't want no running clock, that we trying to blow them out. We were supposed to have 60. But I mean, miscommunication on a lot of shit.
Hey, look at King. King don't like us. King don't like us, though. King don't like us, y'all. Look.
Hey, Vince, you been with Bold City. When you start playing for Bold City, Have you ever known for us to get beat by the Blackhawks 60-0? Please tell me.
Hell no.
My
Hell
point
no.
is that,
Even then, we didn't get beat by the Blackhawks 60-0.
man, I understand they beat us, but they swearing they blowed us out and all type of shit.
Nah, Reggie was part of one of them teams. I ain't gonna lie. That's when they had that championship team that year. Nah, they didn't blow us out even that year, but again, they had good teams, but we never got blowed out.
Hey, Quail, you hear that, Quail? I know you on here because you argue with my coach.
We never got blowed out by not by no 7, not no 50, nothing like that.
Hey, what Pearl said? BCT number?
By 70. Oh no, that's
No.
Cleve.
Cleve said BCT number.
Okay, we got to get into this shit because he obviously gonna keep going. So Cleve, man, why you on here, dog? It can't cross my desk, dog. You pulled a whole fucking AB, my dog. Say at halftime, you tossed your shit, just said fuck it, went across the field.
We need Cleve on camera, man.
And I almost set the jersey on fire in the parking lot.
And the jersey almost got set on fire.
I'm just playing.
Hey, Cleve, man. Hey, yeah, that's a good question too, though. Hey, but nah, Cleve, we need you on here to talk about this one, bro, for real. Cause, bro, if you did that shit for real, at this point, you got to talk about it.
Hey, Santa, no, he wasn't. He was at our game in a red shirt on the sideline. He jumped the gate and was sitting on the Blackhawks side, on the Blackhawks sideline. He supposedly be signing with the Blackhawks. Supposedly. To answer your question about him.
Nah, Cleve, I'm sending you this link, my dog. I'm sorry, I got to get your input on this one. Ain't no way in hell you gonna tell me this nigga did an AB and ain't nobody got that bit on goddamn recorded at all.
Cleve got to come on to the front, come on up in here, come on, don't duck. Let us know what happened.
Hey, that nigga JJ talking about he jumped the gate, so what, he ain't paid to get in.
That nigga did not pay them 10 to get in, cuz. That nigga was in a red shirt over there by the chain, by our chain crew, holding the chain, Kurt them was trying to recruit the nigga.
Not Kurt was recruiting on the field?
Man, for a nigga who jumped the gate, can't even pay $10.
Hold up 1 second, fella. I'll be right back. Y'all go ahead, keep going. I ain't stopping nobody. I'm coming right back.
He said he can't come on. Oh, he said he can't come on. But he ain't do nothing crazy. He just left though. I mean, he ain't do nothing crazy. He just left.
Hey y'all, I know how we can get to the game, sadly. Reggie.
Nah, Cleve, don't talk about you with your girl right now, bro. We need you to get this insight right now.
Hey Reggie, you'll laugh at this one, Reggie. I know how we can get to the game, sadly, Reggie.
What game?
I got a feeling what he finna say, dog.
No, Quan, you don't know. You weren't playing with us last year, Reggie.
No, but I still got a feeling of what you finna
Reggie
say.
know what I'm gonna say.
I still know what you about to say.
Hey Reggie, the same way our lineman got down there, Reggie.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that.
Next question.
Say next question.
Let me see.
No, what thing? I ain't entertaining thing right now.
Hey, on a serious note, though, man, you know, it's some controversy going on with the Bulls right now. This man pulled out all the damn rings, like really all them bitches. He ain't have to do that, but it's some controversy going on, man. The Bulls ended up taking a loss yesterday in their first league game in the EAFL to the Reapers. After the game, I'm seeing that some great, well, I ain't gonna say great, you know, some good talent is definitely leaving the team, you know, especially when your starting quarterback is leaving. You know, if somebody can hop on and elaborate, you know, he said he hanging up the cleats. So when you go speaking on about hanging up the cleats, that means something got to be going on. And I also saw, you know, JD went to speaking, you know, spoke on that roster. Coach can't tell nobody that they can't play in these games.
We're talking about Tracy?
Huh?
Yeah, we talking about Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy. From my understanding, they say Tracy said he done.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
So y'all know we go to the Bulls, right? We gotta go play the Bulls.
Y'all gotta go play the Bulls at the Bulls?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a
No,
Vince. That's gonna be a Titans going to the chaos.
Boy.
I'm be mad as fuck. I ain't gonna sit right there and fly and act like I ain't.
Man,
I drive down that bit for nothing.
Look, man, y'all ain't gonna do that. Y'all good, man. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a game now. Y'all might want to check the roster when y'all get there.
Hey, King, get on. Hey, I'm gonna block King. We gonna block King. King tripping.
What you got going on now?
We got that in U-Haul. We ain't take no U-Haul.
Damn, boy. Hey, know who did that? Somebody definitely did do that shit. I remember one year a nigga got a U-Haul vans one year.
Hey Vince,
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
Hey Vince, you being funny now, cause you know we were just talking about that. You being funny now.
I wasn't on this motherfucker when y'all talking. So hold up, y'all really was just talking about this shit?
No, I was bullshit.
Don't start this shit there. You know I'm being
Hey Fred, we ain't say y'all gonna duck no competition, bro. We ain't say that, bro. That ain't what I said at all. We know you gonna play.
We gonna ball. We don't duck competition. We ain't ducking nobody. We ain't say y'all ducking nobody, bro.
Y'all got a good comp this week though, don't y'all?
Yeah, we ain't even worry about the Bulls. Not this week.
Nah, we finna go ride the pony. We finna go ride some pony.
Hey, listen. Y'all know that little ride that when you go to the fair and they had a little horse, the little short horse.
There you go.
That's what the little short horse, right? The little one, and when it take a little step. That's what that's what we're gonna look like this weekend.
Hey, here come from mama.
Go get Mel.
Mama say fuck Reggie and the Ray.
Nah, Reggie, why she talking to you like that?
That's crazy. Hey, listen. One thing. Oh, so where we at, man? Where we at? Cause we don't wanna. We ain't talking about things yet, is we? What topic we on?
We was on us. We ain't gonna talk about our game, man. We blowed them out. That's what it was. They weren't ready, apparently, and we on to the next.
I don't think they were on the field with y'all, to be honest. Did Kobe hurt that game?
Man, they only crossed the 50 one time. That was because my bad ass kick. That's the only reason they got past the 50. But they ain't crossed the 50 but probably once.
Yeah, Kobe got hurt. But he stayed in the game though. He stayed in the game. Kobe, he got hurt. I hate to see little brother down like that, but I mean, he bounced back up as he called himself. He stretched, and then he was able to finish the game out. But Kobe will tell you though. He'll tell you. And like I said, Kobe like a little brother. Like I really, I was there with his start of his semi-pro career. Kobe, no disrespect, he just had a bad game Saturday. You know what I'm saying? He had a bad game Saturday. Kobe threw like maybe 4 picks.
Damn, he threw 4?
Nah, they threw 3. Each quarter, like they had 3 quarterbacks. I think he threw like 2. Other Quan threw like 2. And then I forgot the receiver that used to play for us.
Let's say ounce.
But they threw about 5.
You seen that too?
That bitch say ounce.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, y'all gotta excuse any Black Hawk getting on here misspelling words. They punched up right now.
Hey Mike, y'all ain't bro. Y'all crossed the 50 only probably once, bro. Probably once, and then probably the second time because I fucked the punt up. That's the only way y'all crossed it, bro.
I know what you meant, bro. I know what you meant. It's just funny that it became an ounce.
No, I think they crossed the field. I think they did twice. They had a bad punt by Thad, then they had a drive in the second and third. It was like 12 and they was driving. They had the ball on the 12-yard line, and we had to stop.
Hold up, he said he said they was in the red zone twice.
I just said that.
Yeah, that's how they crossed. That's how they had crossed. That's how they got past the 50. My bad punt.
And the bad punt, they had a drive. They had a nice little drive.
Next drive. Yeah, they next drive. They got past that bit twice. That's the only reason.
Hey Vince, we want to keep it real though.
Keep it 100.
The drive they got was all backups, bro. We Shanty pulled everybody, bro.
What?
There he go. I'm about to get off now.
Nah, don't get out, bitch.
That nigga that tripping now.
Hey.
And so Shanty called the timeout. So he was about to pull everybody. And then Robert Nelson said, nope, I'm not going in for none of them niggas. This y'all drive. Y'all letting them drive down here. Y'all got to stop. And that's why we started like
Damn.
so they had to handle up. So y'all need to ease up, Kobe. Y'all playing against the threes. And y'all still couldn't score.
Those are facts.
Hey,
Well, Holmes, listen, that boy a baller though. Like, no doubt, that boy a baller. Hey, listen, hey, you know when you beat the team, right? And you do, and I think the score was like 26. I think 12. And we got to get to 12 too. I got, we got to. Is 12 okay?
he got hurt.
No, he didn't get hurt. Um,
Man, what you gonna say, man? He got his ass ran over 2 times.
Quill,
He got his ass bucked, and that's what it was.
But
hey,
hey,
look,
one thing about Quill, he ain't scared to put his face in that
Nah,
bitch.
he ain't. Nah, he gonna get down
he
there.
ain't scared. But look, I
Boy,
get the
listen.
Quill, but like I say, he my dog. Quill, another one, like my little brother. I love
I'm a
Quill.
cousin.
But he got to own up to this one. He got ran over twice. He got ran over twice. Speedy gave it to him. Speedy gave it to him. I think Jermaine. Who was it?
Yeah,
Jermaine?
Jermaine gave it to him on the pick.
Yeah, Jermaine gave it to him on the field.
Jermaine?
The MVP. Jermaine.
Oh man. Jermaine, you
Yeah.
too old to be doing that shit to people.
Yeah, Jermaine called him in. But one thing about Quill though, Quill, it was like 26 games. Quill, he made a play, and you would have thought it was 12 going to the four. That was so he was so crunk.
Man, Quill for you know, boy. He don't go to that bitch say 0-0 at the end. That's the only time he stopped.
Yeah, that's what I love about him. Quill didn't care. He didn't care about the score and none of that. He said, I don't care about. I don't see none of y'all.
Somebody talking about to the Packers game.
Man, watch out. Watch out, man. Y'all shout out, man. Let's not do that shit. We're gonna move on to the next game, man. Like I said, we kind of talked about the Spartans and Avengers, but we ain't really stick on it a little bit, so we can kind of get in a little bit of detail. I know y'all said QB1 didn't play that much, but speak on it a little bit, man. I know y'all went live. I know Thaddeus went live.
You know, yeah, Thad went live. So when we got there, we had got and like I say, Cleveland ain't gonna get on, but we'll just talk about the game first. We ain't gonna talk about
Yeah, we
Cleveland.
ain't gonna talk about that part till he get on here.
So what happened was,
What's up,
hold on,
Carl?
my bad. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so what happened was, so we got there, Spartans was winning 6-0. And I got to be honest with you, they was looking good. They got a stop when we got there. They ended up getting the ball after they ended up turning it over. They stopped the Avengers on 4th down, going driving. The Avengers was like on like the 18-yard line. They stopped. But I got to be 100% honest. The Avengers, it was a tough game, but they closed the game out. But I got to be honest with you, the Spartans definitely dropped the ball because they couldn't get no rhythm offensively. I think it was like first and like 19 on their 20-yard line. They throw the ball 4 times. They didn't even run it at all. And Whoop was getting 12 yards, then a 9 yards of carry. When we first got there, he was coaching. And we went away from running the ball. We went to the pass. I don't know who the quarterback is for the Spartans. He's number 17.
Oh,
But
that's
I
Schneider.
definitely, yeah. So he was the quarterback. But I just like I say, I don't know him. It's my first time seeing him actually play live. And I asked him, I was like, "What's up with Marcus? He hurt?" And he was like, "No, Marcus got in at the beginning of the game, and he's been in ever since." So,
You
like
say
I said,
what?
I don't. Hey, this is what the Spartan players were telling me on the sideline. I
Yeah.
asked
Bring
why
my charge.
Marcus, and they said he got in the first quarter, second quarter, threw a couple passes, and he didn't go back in no more in the game. And when
That's
we got
crazy.
there, he still was
Oh.
sideline. So I told him, and they called the man QB1 for a reason.
Nah, that's not the time you shake it up, bro. You know, in a game like that, when you're in a dog fight against a good team like that, you keep what you know gonna win. You keep what you know gonna put you in a position to win a game. Not be trying no shit out. That's the wrong game to be trying some shit out. It's
the wrong time to be trying some shit
right
out.
there, right there.
And I think that's the difference, though. And I think I talked to Pedro this is this is the same thing I told Pedro. Like, you know, them type of games when when the Avengers is a good team, you got the Avengers down 6-0 going to the fourth quarter. You got to close that game. You the Avengers down 6-0 going into the fourth. Y'all just had to stop. Y'all got the money. Y'all got to close that. Y'all got to close that type of game, and you at home. So. But
man, nobody expected them boys to really be that close in that game. Regardless, you know, I got some guys that hit me up after it, but I ain't expect that game to be that close.
6-0. You know, at the point in time we got that late in the fourth. So, but like you say, it's not. I mean, QB1, man. Listen, QB1 is called QB1 for a reason. We don't call him QB1 because he's just the first quarterback to come to mind. That man earned that. He earned that name. But you got QB1. He ain't QB3, but hey, that's on, you know, that's something that they got to.
He earned that name, but like you say, bro, coaching wise, damn, yeah, that ain't no game you supposed to try no shit. That ain't no game you supposed to try no shit, no game. Damn, 6-0 the whole game, y'all let them boy come back like that.
Yeah, they got the touchdown at the end, and then they got the 2-point conversion. So went beast mode on him, man. He went beast mode. Superstar, hey.
He started
running, rolling out, running people over.
Oh shit, that's him. That's vintage. That nigga old as fuck and still gonna do it.
Yeah. But it happened at the right time though, because it was. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it was. You know, they first half was terrible. They played a bad first half, but when you playing a good team and they having a bad half, you gotta capitalize on it. You got to close that game out. But yeah, man. So
damn, Cleve gonna be on the bit a little bit later to cover his part. I ain't even gonna lie to you. All us really want to hear about that shit. Cause that shit, when he came to me, I just couldn't believe that shit.
Yeah, man. But he left in peace, though. He left in peace. He ain't show out. You know, he ain't make a scene. He just went home. So
he ain't throw the helmet in the shoulder pads. He ain't do all that.
Nah, he did. But I mean, he the only one can tell us what really happened. So you know, when I got there, I was looking for him. They was like, "Yeah, man, Cleve left the house." So I don't know exactly, you know, but I just know he didn't do nothing crazy. He didn't, you know, interrupt the game or nothing. I just know he did.
That's real. They can accept that. That's real, though. He did it his way. He did it however he did it. Whenever he get free will, chopped it up with him. See what we got. Who else we got? We got I think it say the Reapers and the Bulls. I ain't gonna lie, you know, like I said, we know Tracy he ain't playing on that team no more. I can't say, but I ain't gonna lie, from my understanding, that dude Nick, am I pronouncing it right? Martino?
Yeah, from the FFA. Nick,
yeah.
Nick is that man. He is that man.
I like him.
Yeah, only quarterback walking around the semi-pro with number 21. Quarterback.
That was what threw me for a loop. That and the nigga tossed that bitch behind his back. How the fuck you do some shit like that?
I don't know why he wears 21 though. I don't know if it's a meaning behind it, but yeah, he wear number 21. He play quarterback.
That's crazy. Hell no. Yep. Hell no. Well, then you got the Mustangs and the Falcons. Mustangs and the Falcons was 12-6. I believe either 12-6, 12-8. Hold up. My understanding that went to overtime. Not really too many plays. I saw too many playmakers other than I seen Otarion O'Neal scored, and I seen Imp had a few plays. I see it was a defensive game more so for Kobe and them though.
Overtime game.
I'm trying to let all the scores go, but I think I covered all the scores from this week. We said 12-6. Oh, nah. This the one I got to talk about, though. Jokers versus Saints. This game ended before the fourth quarter was even over with. It was 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they called this game. The Saints didn't want to finish the game.
Did they blow somebody out?
Huh?
They just blew somebody out.
50-0. I think the Jokers lost last week though.
Yeah, we got the Saints here. What?
Nah, you know them guys ain't gonna get on that bitch. But I know the Centurions hit me in the inbox and was like, "You got to talk about our win since everybody was talking bad about us." I ain't gonna lie, Centurions. You know, y'all did get dubbed. Not gonna lie, but I was not impressed from what I saw in the little clips and videos. I wasn't impressed. I mean, at the end of the day, not a shot at y'all. Y'all just got a lot of work to do still. You know, y'all knew.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I wasn't impressed with that, but they won. I mean, we give them credit when it's due, but we found. I mean, you supposed to do that. I mean, the Saints scored 30 last week. Yeah, I knew I wasn't mistaken. They scored 30 last week.
Hold up, didn't the Saints beat the Centurions?
I think so. No, the Centurions lost last week 100%.
Yeah, I know they lost. That's why I say I know the Saints. I don't know.
The Saints lost, and then I know that. The Saints won last week, and the Centurions didn't score nothing.
So Cuda plays for the Centurions now?
Yeah, cool to play for the Centurions now.
Yeah, I think his picture called up. I thought he was a diehard Apache, my boy.
Nah, you know that boy say since they season over with, he want to play football, man. He ain't stick it out with it. You talking on the show too, man? There you go. Go ahead. You good? You going here don't make no sense. We all know the Apaches folded, man. We ain't gonna talk bad about him, but at the end of the day, though, man, it is what it is this week. Or those games that did just pass, I ain't gonna stick too long on them games because at the end of the day, man, wasn't really too much going on. FCFL game that was supposed to be played, I believe, was a forfeit to the Orange Hawks. The Orange Hawks ended up forfeiting that game due to referees not being at the game, from my understanding. I don't really know more of the details to that, but my understanding that both teams were there, and by the time that the game was supposed to kick off, it was only maybe one or two referees there. I was told lights weren't on as well too, so that game didn't happen.
Huh? The man that was doing all that talking.
Yep. From my understanding.
What game was that?
That was the Orange Hawks versus the Outlaws.
Which Outlaws? The champion Outlaws?
Yep.
Outlaws.
The champion Outlaws actually ended up getting the forfeit win. From my understanding, there weren't no referees at the game. Field lights weren't on. As a matter of fact, let me add him on here. I'm finna add him on here so he can talk for himself. Because I don't want to speak on, and that it ain't what it was, but I do want to know.
You playing the league president. You already know you got to have your stuff together.
Yeah, man. But from my understanding, they said that he came to the game. There wasn't no lights on. It wasn't none of that, basically. Well, Mark, come on, tell us what happened, bro. I mean, you was at the game. I sent it to you. I just want to know. At the end of the day, we ain't trying to talk bad on him. We just want to know what happened. As a matter of fact, check your inbox. Should I even pick y'all to win that game, to be honest? I picked y'all 16-12.
Somebody got some blame in the league. Is he gonna get on here?
If they were scared, that's something different. If they were scared, that's something totally different. Now, I want to know. Oh, hold up. They said they left at 6:15. What time the game was supposed to kick off?
Didn't even give us a chance. But it's my thing. It's game day. I mean, we knew we knew y'all. We knew we had this game all week. What we waiting on to get? What else need to be? How many more teams do you need? I don't understand that one, Josh. I mean, I ain't trying to be funny.
They say the game was supposed to kick off at 7 p.m. and he left at 6:15. Something don't sound right about that. I definitely need to know something. Something don't sound right. Hold up, got one of them on here. Hold up, Mark. Go ahead.
Vince,
Yeah.
Yo.
Some clarity.
you can hear me, bro?
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. So boom, Outlaws got that. They got that early, or whatever, and we get to the field. Our refs call us. They talking about they come make it to the game or whatever. So boom, we get on the phone, get more referees, and then once the Bears found out, he got his car and left. That was before 6 o'clock, like 5:55. 6 o'clock, 6:15 in that area, whatever. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay. And then boom, around 6:30, 6:45, 3 refs pull up. Outlaws nowhere to be found.
Was the lights on?
The
You
lights
said
come on at 7. They
6:45.
kick right on at 7.
Hold up. You said at 6:45 the rest pulled up.
Yeah, because we had to call New York because the referees we had went to another event. They chose more money or whatever over what we had going on. And then boom, so we had to call more referees. 3 referees showed up. Outlaws nowhere to be found.
Just for clarification for the chat. So y'all saying the game was at 7, but the lights didn't come on till 7?
The licenses were scheduled to come on because the dude, whatever, he was out of town, he was busy, and coach had called him. He was gonna turn the lights on. Outlaws nowhere to be found.
Well, this is the thing about it though, bro. You gotta understand something. Whether or not the game is out of town, in town, whatever, but we all know we got the game on Saturday, and everybody know how football goes. We have a 4-hour minimum. So if our game this Saturday was at 5, Shanty was there at 2. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
but the thing, if a team get there at 6, if it's 6:15, no lights on, they don't see no referees.
Trust me, man. I get it. I understand where you come from. I get where they coming from. But at the same time, man, like you just took your team and left the field. We trying to call your phone. You're not even answering.
So was it
So
a
he ain't talked to no coaches or nothing like that before they left. They just left.
Coach Lynn, the Bears talked to whether I don't know what they talked about, but all I know is
that's where the confusion probably come in at right there. Y'all don't know what was said in that conversation.
So whatever they talked about, he got his team and left, and then as soon as he left, the refs pull up, and we trying to call him. He not answering.
So who got the win? Like,
I listen. I don't know, but all I know is,
from my understanding, the Outlaws 4-0 right now.
They really 1-0. You're gonna be technical. They ain't played no game yet except one. They ain't earned no respect from nobody yet.
I have to say, like, who they played. I don't can remember them playing one game, honestly.
Listen, they played County Line Cowboys, and no disrespect to the Cowboys.
My brother
you know
gonna speak on it. You ain't gotta worry.
No disrespect to the Cowboys or nothing, but come on, man, y'all beating them 22-6. We beat the Dolphins 48-6, and County Line Cowboys tied 6-6 with them.
There you go. They would have made. That's it.
I think the confusion came in from, like I said, you don't know what was said between him and your coach. That's where the confusion come in at. Because I don't just see nobody just leave the field after they done talk to your coach and then they just leave. That's why I'm like, that don't sound right.
Like I said, I'm glad he came on because I'm just giving this from an owner's perspective and a player. You know what I'm saying? If my game at 7, we getting there at 4. If my game at 7 o'clock on away game, we gonna be there at 3:30. Period. 3:30, 4 o'clock. We gonna be there.
Outlaws was there before that. They was there at 12. We set up the field.
Okay, but I'm saying, so we can't get. So was the field accessible or was it just no lights or something? Like
the field was accessible.
Okay, so the field was accessible. So we just it wasn't no referees and it wasn't no lights on. That's what the problem was.
The problem was, like I said, our referees called out on us. And we had some on the way, but the Outlaws were gone when the referees came.
But by the time they got there, though, that's my thing. What time did they get there?
6:30, 6:45. They all pulled up at. They didn't pull up together. One pulled up, the other one pulled, and the other one pulled up.
But book check is supposed to be at 6:30, at least 30 minutes for the game. The rest ain't done until 6:45. At that point, I'm like them. I'm about ready to go too.
Like I said, we wasn't there. But, I'm glad.
Say that again, bro.
Good evening.
Good evening, Bar.
So I was sitting back listening to the bullshiggity, and as you see, my name here is Outlaws. So I'm speaking as the owner of the Outlaws today. First and foremost, thank you for this platform. But I'm going to go right into it. I have players in Orlando from Friday. Okay. We went over. They were over at the field. We went over to the field. I got a call about 4:00 from the Orange Hawks owner. We might have a problem. What's the problem? Well, I got to go make sure the field's up to par, and we don't have any officials. What do you mean we don't have any officials? The league, we've been in touch with all the officials. So I go to the field. Now, had you done your due diligence and had your officials you were supposed to have, we'd have had a game. We get to the field. You don't have any officials. Now, there's so many different stories. Some of them went to a funeral. Some of them did 7-on-7, just different stories. Okay, then you come to my car and you got one official on the phone saying, hey, cuz, me and such can come. First of all, your cousin's not officiating no game that you're playing. That's the first thing. So you had 2 officials instead of 6, 5 on the field, 1 on the clock. All right. It's been that way since the beginning. There's no game that since you guys played all these games, there's not been a game that you haven't played with 6 officials. Okay. That's a rule. Okay. So you have 2 officials that are your cousins. We're trying to help you get officials. We called officials, but the officials are actually officiating other games. Now, let's go to the truth. The truth is, one, you didn't even have lights on your field. That's the first thing.
That's cap.
That ain't no damn cap, because we just got off the phone with the official. Y'all didn't have lights. He got there at 6:45, him and one other. We left just before 6:30. You know that.
No, y'all pulled out way before 6:30.
No, we
Come
didn't.
on, man. Don't
we
even do
we
that.
know exactly what time we left.
Y'all
He
pulled
got
out way
there at
before that. Don't do that,
6:45.
man.
There was no
Don't say you
light.
didn't do that.
He worked. The official that you guys had worked for the city. He works for the city. Y'all didn't even pay the deposit on the lights. So you didn't have no lights or nothing. Okay, you didn't have no officials for the game. It was already, y'all didn't even know, but shit, at 6:00, we already knew it wasn't no game. That's the reason why we didn't get dressed. But y'all still study getting dressed, charging people to park. Instead of him just telling y'all the truth. Keep it real. See,
I'm
you
keeping the buck.
you don't know. You only know what you're supposed to know.
And this is what I
You
was
only
telling
know
you,
what
Mar.
you're
It just
supposed to
seemed like to me that you
But I'm
don't
gonna tell you
really
the
know
truth.
all the details of what happened.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you the truth. There's no need to lie. There's no need to beat around the bush. And I don't give a damn we beat the Cowboys by 1 point. That don't mean shit. Your score and their score don't mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. Come on, man. Keep it real, man. That's the reason why this shit is fucked up, because a lot of guys like lying to their players. Don't lie to your players to keep them telling the truth. You didn't pay for what you were supposed to pay for. You didn't have the officials you're supposed to have. You tried to pull a slick one. You got caught. Move on to the next game. You got to come play us. So if you think y'all was going to beat our ass, then come on down and beat our ass. Y'all got the same exact team it was for the Rise. The same way you got your ass whooped last year is going to be worse this year, because we lost a lot of people coming up there.
You think so?
I know so.
You think so? Don't add no Broward Bulldog players.
Ain't no add nothing.
Why y'all keep throwing that though? Every time y'all go it, then why y'all keep throwing
every single time?
Listen.
Yo.
Come on, man.
We'll be at y'all field April 9th, and I want y'all to keep that same energy y'all got all over the making all these memes and stuff. We'll see.
That's crazy. I
And
mean,
then you sitting there saying you had officials, but yet you're the one that put a post up in a whole nother semi-pro page that we went and screenshot asking for officials at almost 6:00. So
no,
please
that
stop
wasn't
it.
6. That was about 5.
Please
5
stop
o'clock.
it. It was 5:45. That's what time it was. Looking for officials. So please
hold up. At 5:45, hold up.
Yeah.
Time out.
Is there any way I can share that on here so you can see it?
You can send it to me and I can do that for you.
Let me do that.
Time out though. As an owner, why is my player looking for a referee?
Thank you.
Oh man.
Day of the game, and it's just so much wrong with this. I'm sorry, bro, but Mar, I think you stepped in something and you don't know all the details of what's going on. That's why you done got quiet. But I don't know. This crazy.
Listen, like I said,
I don't care, honestly. I'm still gonna play football regardless. And of course, I'm gonna help my coach out anything I can.
I promise you, bro. We this here. We ain't biased. We ain't
No.
side. You know what I'm saying? We just giving you. We having a conversation first of all. So don't feel offensive. Don't.
Oh no. I'm not feeling offensive. Of course, yeah. I started help looking for referees because, like I said, I coached football before. I've been the owner before, so I know people who to call to get referees.
Okay.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, like he said, I'm not really getting at you. I'm more so saying as an owner, when it comes to this part here, you know, as an owner, you don't want your guys doing something that you know you supposed to be doing. Now, granted, your guys gonna always ask you if you need help. Yeah, if you need help, cool. But when it comes to that part, that's something that you supposed to take care of as an owner.
But listen though, Vince, hear me out. Now like I said, we had the referees. And keep in mind, man, Coach Lynn just come from a funeral that morning, had to put his son to rest, bro. Y'all don't think the man was going through a lot as it is?
I didn't say he wasn't, bro. We didn't say that. Nobody said that we didn't understand, you know, what was going on. We're not. That ain't even. Honestly,
Jeez, I would love to get you on here because I need to holler at you about something too from earlier this week, my boy.
But like I said, man, I'm gonna help Coach Lynn with whatever. So if I know who to contact, getting referees or anything, bro, I'm gonna do that.
So you know, a common courtesy is the fact that he had to lay his son to rest, right? We spoke the whole week before, and we would have postponed the game. We would have shut it down just for him just burying his son. You understand what I'm saying?
I respect that.
So it's not the fact that this is what I be saying. This is about that transparency that I always speak of. You understand? We operate as a family. I don't care what league you're in. We all play football for football, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to go to work the next day, right? We love the sport, right?
Yep.
No matter how much trash people talk to each other, they still love this game the same exact way as the next person does. So as a respect, all he had to do is say, hey, listen, this is the situation, and it was done. It was completely done. Hey, you know what? We're not playing this game. You know, this weekend belongs to you. That simple.
See, that's why I say, bro. I get you speaking. You know, you for your team. You feel me? That's what you supposed to do. You supposed to be for your team. And again, we ain't going at you because that's something that's out of your control. But you only speaking on from what you know.
Hey Vince, listen, man.
Yeah.
I don't get in my feelings, man. I'm chill, man. I could take, you know what I'm saying? I could take a lot, bro. I ain't tripping about what y'all saying, man.
Nah, I mean, so
we knew it was the big game, though. Like, we knew it was the big game, you know, rivalry game, quote unquote.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. Like I said, man, I respect a lot of players on the Outlaws because, you know, you got someone who been in my inbox supporting me throughout college and all this and that, like Jeff. And it's no real beef, you know what I'm saying? We just do trash talk, whatever. That's all it is, man.
Yeah, that's all it is.
There's no real hate towards the Outlaws, man. Like I said, I was looking forward to that game too. I was hurt yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I was real ready to play that game.
Well, I'm sorry that, you know, that we didn't get to see that this week. You know, like I said, and I respect, you know, I just man, listen, man, Ferris came on here, you know, and that's what most owners don't do, though. They a lot of people don't own up to their shit. And, you know, that's what this platform is for, man. It's a discussion, man. It ain't really like a beat down session. You know, and a lot of stuff, you know, it ain't for players to know. Owners, it's a lot of stuff that owners, you know, talk about. But like he said, he talked to them all week and he wasn't, you know, really aware of the situation. So when something happened like this on game day, no one else is aware of what's going on. Then this is the result of not being correct communication. You know, with
oh man, look who I got on here.
Jeez! Oh, no. Hold on. I'm glad that Chiefs is on this side and the Bears on this side. I don't want y'all to throwing no blows. I'm in the middle, okay?
Man, me and DeVon would have had some chicken wings yesterday, bro.
They don't
know. They don't know.
I'm just playing. Y'all know I know this all.
They don't know.
What's up, Chief?
Man, what's going on, Vince? Well, I see you. I told you you're gonna be all right, bro.
Hey man, hey, you ain't lie to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, if y'all don't know, when I first came out and thought I was gonna go to the FFA, Cheese was one of the people I could just hit up, and he kept it real with me. You know, he told me I was always gonna be all right, and to be where I'm at now, everything you told me, it definitely came to fruition, bro. So appreciate you on that, man.
No problem, Doc. I saw it in you.
Hey, but look though, you know we gotta ask you about this because I saw the live the other day. You know I saw the live the other day.
What's up, bro?
Right now, you know, they think you got some hate towards the Raiders, man. Say Raiders is 4-0 right now, man.
Bro, I'm gonna say it like this. If you go to sunbiz.org, my name is owner, right? I also president of the league.
Yeah.
So when we played the Raiders up there, I didn't agree with the officiating at all. I ain't got no problem with the Raiders. I didn't agree with the officiating, and I think the officiating, that crew is horrible. And I threatened to take my team off the field. If I had it in against the Raiders, two things you guys ought to know. I could have took my team off the field, came home, put my president hat on, and ruled a forfeit for the Raiders, and guess what? Not a damn thing nobody could have did about it, because it's my league. But I didn't do that. I took that loss and came on back to Orlando, and I said nothing about the Raiders. Now all of a sudden I got it in for them. Bruh, if I got it in for anybody, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna straighten my record. I'm 2-3. Shit, I have to make sure I'm 5-0. You know what I'm saying? But I'm taking my losses, I'll keep on moving. And I don't understand that why they think I got it in for them, and I could have did whatever I wanted to do with that game. All they could have did is got mad and left. That's all they could have did. Got mad and left. But I took the L, man, kept on moving.
I mean, you're right. I mean, at the end of the day, you did right. I mean, I just watched the live. That's what got me. I ain't gonna lie. When you got on the live, I ain't know what had happened before then. But the live, when I'm listening to you, you know, you were more so really getting at the games that they won. You feel me? Now, the one thing I give you, you call a spade a spade. You know, even when it comes to your own team, you sit there, and I done seen even on the other live, you say my team trash. You feel me? You say that, and that's no cap. But you got out there, you spoke what you said. You were speaking on the games that they won. So kind of tell us what you know. Okay, that's where I was like at. That's what kind of.
Let's walk you through. Like I said, we lost to the Raiders. Nobody never heard me say anything about the Raiders. In fact, every week as one of the voters, I always vote the Raiders too. I vote the Raiders too. You saw my other lives when I would call the other teams trash. What I always would say with Duval, say, bro, y'all got to get Duval respect. They up there. Never said nothing bad about Duval. So now, my player decided to put videos up of him being whole. That's his choice. If he want to show how he was being held, I saw the video, I saw the post. I ain't say nothing. But then out the blue, one of them come and start talking about me. Trash ass owner, Cheese, trash ass president. Now, let me tell y'all something. I know I'm the president, but what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to be a target that y'all just going to fire at and I ain't going to shoot back. No, bro, that don't run like that with me. So when you come at me, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to give you the same energy that you gave me. But when I do that, then the first thing that, you know, most people will say, oh, man, you the president. Well, I wasn't the president when you were shooting at me. You know what I'm saying? So
and I said that. I said that. Like I said, I fought with Duval. You know, I love the Duval team. But I said that. I said when he talk back, he gonna be the commissioner when he talk back. He ain't gonna be the owner of the Bears. They gonna look at the commissioner, the president.
The Bears come on here straight up. He tell you straight up, hey, I'm this, but I'm also outlaws. You feel me? He don't shy away from that.
But if you shoot at me, I'm gonna shoot back. So that's what got me on live. They shot at me, so I came on to defend my team and myself. But now, if you go back to that post, I don't know if it's still up. If you go back to that post, now what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You go back to that post. One of the Gladiators players wrote on there and said, "Is this supposed to be the team that's supposed to be better than us?" Craig say, man, y'all ain't gonna even have no team next year. One of the Gladiators said, don't worry about next year. We talking about this year. Craig say, man, y'all ain't doing nothing but beating nobody over there but the Stingrays. Y'all just beating up on the Stingrays. So he called the Gladiator schedule into question. But then when I turned around, I said, oh, okay, so let me look at their schedule. And I brought up their schedule. Now I'm hating. But you only did it first. So what's good for the goose, good for the gander. See, don't stand in the paint if you don't want the motherfucking paint thrown back at you. That's all I'm saying. So he brought up the Gladiator schedule and the fact that they played the Stingrays and the Pirates. Why I can't bring up their schedule? Please explain that to me.
Hey, I mean, but look, but you gotta understand, like I get it, but I see when you was out, Craig was out, I see it, and I said it's automatically gonna be he's the president. It ain't he's the owner now. He's the man now. He's the president. Why he coming in, he controlling what's going on. But like I said, then also it's a lot of misinformation out there too. When the players get told one thing. So I don't know how I just
Okay, so we can stop that there. Because first of all, I always had an open door policy. I put my number on several different platforms. Call me. So if you want to call me and I tell you what's going on and you don't want to believe me, it sounds fishy, then okay, have at it. Go out there and say what you want to say about me, the league, whatever. But y'all putting up information that y'all don't even know what's going on, you run with it. Okay, so like the game this week. On Friday night, now I had nothing to do with this. On Friday night, while I'm driving back to Orlando, I'm looking at texts between Charlie Washington, my senior vice president, and Andy Villamazzo, the director of operation. They was having an issue with finding referees for the game because the issue was the referees wanted 130 to 150 a man. Who gonna play it? That's what they want. Look, so one of the Duval Raiders coaches called me, so I told him to call me, and I sent him the text. So on Friday night at 9:30, Charlie called the game. Now, why we get up here on Saturday and say, oh, the league trying to fuck him, we called the game on Saturday. It was called Friday night at 9:30. I got the text, bro. I got the text to prove it. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, bro, y'all be just on here snapping and don't be knowing the real. Wasn't nobody gonna pay $130 to $150 per ref. Now, I will say this. Craig did step in on Saturday morning and asked him, hey, man, what can I do to help to get the game played? If I can help you with the money, I'll do that. Now, at that time, Pooler was kind of like, nah, man, because they had a crew that was doing the Savannah Falcons game later that night at 7. That crew said, we can do the game, but it had to be played at 1 o'clock so we could double up. So Pooler didn't want to play at 1 o'clock. All right. So then it was offered to play on Sunday. Pooler didn't want to play on Sunday. Now that's not a league thing, bro. That's not a league thing. We did shit for the Raiders not to play that game.
Hey, can you fill them in on who that is? Because some people might not know who you talk about.
The Pooler Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Pooler Broncos. Dave Birch is the owner, and Ryan, I don't know his last name. So.
Oh, okay.
So Craig, now I'm gonna give credit where credit is due, whether we have words or not. Craig did everything he can to make the game possible. So now it's up to us to try to find out when that game could be played again. Based on the two teams' schedules, it ain't no open dates. Now I see something on there by Dave Birch said they trying to push their Grizzly games back so they can play the game. So I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that. But like I said, and Craig did try to get the game played.
That's real, Craig. That's real, Craig. For real though, man. I see what he said at the bottom.
But they asked me the question, Craig, so I'm just answering. Like, so it wasn't nothing the league did to y'all, bro. But how much y'all paying for referees? That's what I want to know. How much y'all paying for referees, Reggie?
I gotta answer. I gotta ask that too for real, because I think it's a differential in pays right now. Cause boy, I done heard some numbers.
It's a lot of bullshit. It seems like it honestly, it just seems like who giving who what, who know who, and who giving who what. But from my understanding, NCFL, FFA, EAFL is supposed to be like this certain things going on. It ain't none of that shit. Ain't none of that shit going on the way it's supposed to be going.
We pay $100 a rep. We pay $100 a rep. $75 for the class. We pay $675 for a crew, 6 refs and a timekeeper. We pay $675. At the beginning of I don't know if you noticed that we use no referees from Jacksonville because at the beginning of the year, Ruby Red told our official, we ain't working for $125 a ref. So we say, fuck that. We won't use y'all there. So we don't use none of the Jacksonville ref. Saturday, Kevin McElroy, he found a crew for $120. They said they'll do it for $120. So what we decided to do, the team played their original $100, and the league was gonna eat the $20 per ref and pay that there. When we reached the guy back, he said, man, I ain't get but one person. They ain't even want to go for the $120. So, so what I will say, yeah, that's on the league. We supposed to find a ref. That's the responsibility I'm gonna take. We supposed to find a ref, regardless, we supposed to find a ref. But have y'all not try to play the game? Nah, bro, we don't do nothing like that. All games, I got a rule. All games must be played. You got to play. It's like the Wolverines enter into a home and home with the Poodle Broncos. We play home and home to make up some game. Broncos went down there and got slaughtered, got slammed, 72-something. So the Wolverines said, "Man, we not gonna go. We not gonna go to South Carolina and play." And when I asked Wolverine, what I told them, bro, y'all got to play. That's a forfeit because y'all entered into agreement with them. They came all the way down to you. Y'all got to return that favor. But now we all know what's gonna happen in that game. But the point is, you got to play it. You agreed to play it. You got to play it. It ain't right. So I'm about on the side that's right. A lot of people don't like it. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. It don't matter who it is because I got to try to keep my integrity. But what I don't do is I don't have it in for no team because if I had it in for a team, you very well better believe I'll be sitting here 5-0 right now because I'll find a way to get myself to win. But I don't operate like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't operate like that, bro. I take the losses. And, as far as Duval, man, I ain't got no hate for y'all, but let me tell y'all, when y'all beat me, what I've been secretly praying for is an opportunity to play y'all again so I can bust y'all ass. That's all I play for.
Because I ain't gonna lie, that game came down to the wire. I heard they had a good lead. Y'all ended up coming back after halftime or in the fourth quarter?
Yeah. But, so I take that loss, man. I salute them, and I take that loss. And I pray for a rematch. But having something in against y'all, nah, bro. I don't operate like that. Not me.
But listen, after playing them, because it's the same Raider team that beat us. This is about the same Raider team that beat us last year in a preseason. They was the only preseason loss we had, and that was a different Raiders team. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand, when the team feel like, they can beat anybody, and then they undefeated regardless of who they play. You gonna get some. You gonna see some posts. You gonna see some comments. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I just think it's good. It's good for the game, but it's always that confusion that kills me. The misinformation, the false information, the assumptions and stuff. Because a lot of stuff that going behind the scenes that that we don't talk about. But I never, I don't think nobody got it out for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, shouts out to the Raiders. Love what they doing over there, undefeated. Hey, if you don't like them, you got to beat them. You know what I'm saying? So
that's it, bro.
Hey, but why I do got you on here though, Chief? For real, we don't really get that many FFA people on here. And for us to have the president on here, we gotta ask some questions, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, all right. First off, is the hype real with the Tampa Bay Thunder?
I don't know, bro. I ain't never seen them. It appears to be real. I'm gonna tell you why. They doing all the little things that most teams not doing. They showing up to practice in numbers. They're supporting one another, and they playing hard in the trenches. Those 3 things gonna get you far, man. Any league you go in, especially showing up to practice in numbers. I see that on a regular with a lot of clips that they put out of their practice and stuff. Yeah. So I haven't seen them in person, but everything about them appears to be real. And then here's the thing: it makes a difference with ownership and leadership because a lot of them guys used to be soldiers, and the soldiers wasn't didn't operate like that. They kind of was a wild card. Over there is more business-like, and that's a tribute to their ownership and their leadership.
That's what's up. But they knocked off the team that's been the defending champ for like the last 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. You know, the defending champs still think they number one, but just being realistic, you think they really got a chance at being the champs this year?
Who, the Thunder?
Yeah, you think they got a shot?
They got a chance, but I picked them to beat the Gladiators first game, but I'm gonna tell you, Gladiators gonna beat them this week. I think the Gladiators are gonna beat them this week. I'm gonna tell you something about the Gladiators, bro. Let me tell you. The Gladiators is one of those teams that when you play them, they're not impressive. But at the end of the game, you say, damn, how they beat us? Because they're gonna play, they're gonna be disciplined, they're not gonna make the mistake. They're gonna play, keep playing every play, and they're gonna wait on you to make the mistake. And majority of the time, you make the mistake and they capitalize. But they disciplined, bro, and they technical. Without a doubt, I think they got the best O-line in the league. They play hard, they play together, they play with technique, they play with understanding. And so a lot of people don't like them, and a lot of people don't think that they're good because they don't look impressive. They just keep winning. So all they do is they just play, man, and they wait on you to make the mistake. And then when you look up, they up by 14. Game 0-0, y'all balling. Y'all 0-0, y'all balling. Y'all fumble. They score. You playing hard, you throw an interception, or you punt, and they get a good return, and then they score. Now you down 14-0 or 12-0. They got a good kicker, but you down 14-0. So then you start pressing, and you start making more and more mistakes. That's how they play. The Thunder just didn't make those mistakes.
See. Well,
hey, Chief, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
So I looked at the updated rankings, right? So we got Tampa Bay number 1, Glass number 2, and the Duval undefeated Raiders is number 3. I understand y'all have a panel for that, but why would an undefeated team be lower than a team with a loss on the record?
Okay.
Good question, boy.
I can't answer that because my vote was Thunder 1, Duval Raiders 2, Gladiators 3, Wolverines 4. That was my personal vote. When it came out, I just say, oh, wow. So I don't know what the other 6 people vote. Well, apparently the other 6 people consensus-wise put the Gladiators up there. I can't answer that for you, bro. I only can answer what I voted for. And mine was 1, Duval 2.
So, man, it's 2 teams that I'm not used to seeing low, though, in these rankings this year, man. I ain't used to seeing it. Magic City Bulls and the Wolverines. I think both have 2 losses this year.
No, Wolverines got 1.
They got 1. Okay.
Wolverine got 1. So I think they like, I don't know, Reggie was looking at the rank. I think they're like 3rd or 4th, I mean 4th or 5th, somewhere around there. If Duval is 3rd, so they might be the 4th team. Magic City Bulls is kind of, now a lot of their old players coming back now, so they're probably going to finish the season strong. But in the beginning, so you have to understand this, a lot of people don't know it. Cook was a couple of days from folding the team before the season started. About 2 days out, bro.
Didn't they at the end of the year they were saying that was it or something like that? Or that was
they did.
Yeah.
He shut it down. He decided to come back late in the process. He decided to come back. So okay, let me go back. So we lost the Cardinals, y'all know, and then it was looking like we was gonna lose the Miami Spartans and the Hollywood Browns. So both of them teams was on my schedule. So trying to get ahead of the game to replace them, you know, I like to play the best. So I reached out to the Gladiators and the Bulls. Hey man, will y'all replace these 2 games? At that time, Cook was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have a team, bro, but just keep that between us. So I did. So he called me like the Thursday before the season started and say, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I got like 13 guys, man, 14 guys. I begged Cook for like an hour and a half to just, you know, see can he make it. So he decided to play his team, play the year. But he was like, you know, I ain't gonna be able to play this Saturday. I don't have the uniform for my new guys and all that. So that's why the Raiders game and their game got pushed back.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, given the backdrop, they first 2 games, they beat the Elite and they beat the Pula Broncos. So I said to myself, if you were on the brink of folding because you didn't have the players, but then you beat those two teams, maybe you're not as good as what you just, the games you played.
Yeah.
Because I don't see you going from barely having a team to now you're just a top flight team. So that's why I picked the Spartans to beat them. But now they done got shook, man. So they done got shook. So some of the old guard, like, man, we ain't finna go out like that. So I think you're gonna see a different Bulls team. In the beginning, that wasn't the Bulls that we know, bro.
All right. Well, since I got two presidents on here, man, I do got a question for both of y'all though, man. As a president of any league, what is the hardest thing for y'all in these leagues? Like, what is the hardest thing to keep these things to fluctuate in the way that they go now? Like, I mean, I know every league has their issue, and we ain't talking about just in particular to pick out somebody. I'm just saying like situations. Like, what stresses y'all out the most when it comes to it? What makes it harder?
What makes it hard? Owners doing what they're supposed to do. See, a lot of people know Cheese and I, we talk. We talk and we understand. Everybody understands that things come up, things happen, and it's not easy being an owner of a team. So imagine a league. You have to look at each team and make sure that things are in order, just to make sure your league stays afloat and your league continues to grow and do what it's supposed to do. So, a lot of people always saying, Cheese, he's out on the road driving. So imagine him out on the road driving and still running a league. Imagine owners not doing what they're supposed to do, but they want to complain and bitch and moan about stuff, but they're not doing their part. In every league, if each owner did their part, trust me, there would not be any issue. Football would be, remember that saying everybody keeps saying, let's make football great again? We can do our part up at the top, but it still has to trickle down. Yeah. So once the owners do their part and get the players in position to do their part, now football is great. But it doesn't happen when you're just saying, well, that league over there is doing this league over there is doing, let's make a mega league. And listen, it still lands on the owners, because obviously the leagues are providing that platform because we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're here. So we're providing that platform. So once these owners do what they're supposed to do, that's going to make the difference for everybody.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I mean,
I'll add to it and say, there's a lot of good stuff that been said. My biggest frustration is the unity. I tell my owners this all the time, and you very rarely get it. It's okay, and I know you expect it to put your team out front because it's your team. But when we come to league meetings, it's not about your team anymore. It's about the league. And until owners can put whatever league they in, until owners can put the league first and then their team second, it's going to be hard to bring this level of football back. Because sometimes as an owner, you got to take one for the team for the better good of the league. It's hard to find owners willing to do that. It's like, oh, wait a minute now. How's that decision gonna affect my team? And it might be the best overall decision for the league. So that mindset has always held us back, and it's gonna continue to hold us back, because it's one thing to say it, but it's one thing to put it to the test. And most owners don't. They're gonna pick their team over the league.
That's crazy. I mean, but I understand it too, because like you said, a lot of owners gonna understand. They only gonna go do what's best for their team and not the league. I had a few conversations with the bars early on, when it comes down to responsibility. And like I told him, that was the biggest thing with me. That's what actually made me say, you know what, I'm gonna stick with it. Because at the end of the day, man, if you can't be responsible and do your part, how can you expect the league to do what you want them to do for you, or to be able to help your team grow if you can't do your part?
I honestly, just as a player, speaking from a player, like, I don't know what the problem is, because you look at the leagues in Florida. I think it's 3 right now, right? It's just 3. No, well, I don't know if we want to count what the Florida Falcons and the Seminoles and all that. I don't know. Are we counting that? Is that a league? Is that a Florida league? Like, would y'all consider that a Florida league? I don't know.
What, the
Yeah,
Falcons
I would.
league, the APDFL? That's not a Florida league, man.
I went, yeah. So I'm not gonna count that league. I'm just gonna count the league in Florida. I just don't understand what the problem is. I would love it. Like I would love a regional, 32, 40 teams. You have your different divisions, and then the playoffs to be, a mixture of everybody. You know what I'm saying? The seats to be what it be. So then you might have to travel 5 hours in the playoff game. You might. I don't know. But other than that, like I just don't see how it would, why it doesn't work or why it wouldn't work after all these years. I never understood it. I think they call it the Super League or whatever. I just never understood why it couldn't happen.
You know why though, Reggie? Beyond it, the same thing that we always say why Duval can't come up with like one or two teams. Same reason.
Well, sort of the same reason because a lot of this league, it'll be travel. The presidents are sitting right here. I guarantee you, if I say, "Hey, who hate to travel?" they can answer it probably like this. Like they know who don't like to go. It's literally owners who don't like to travel. And I think that's the problem. It's not really more so the leagues and the competitions and all of that. Some of these owners are cheap and broke as fuck, and they in debt, and they steal from their players, and their objective is not to have a better team, even if they have a successful program, meaning a winning record. But their agenda is off. My problem has always been, and I'm very close to a lot of owners, and I believe the owners stop this shit from happening. It don't necessarily be quote unquote the league and the people who sit at the top. I don't think that'd be the problem. I really believe it's the owners. The owners don't want that shit to happen. They don't want to travel. You know what I'm saying? Don't have the means of travel, and they be more focused on making money versus making semi-pro better. But that's just my opinion.
But I think I got a huge one now. This is probably where I'm gonna end my questioning with the presidents. All right, now this is something that kind of happens in all leagues. Teams not lasting. What do we do to be able to do back, to find out if a team will be able to last, to be able to do work? Because there's only so much as presidents you all can do to see what they have. I mean, y'all, we tell guys to go put their rosters up. We tell them to, do all this to be able to, solidify that you have a team. But how do you know, if that team is really going to last through?
You don't know. You don't know, but that's really an easy fix. Pretty much, I think it's an easy fix if the commissioners or owners come together. If a team's shaky. If a team's shaky. With players, with administration, So if we say, nah, y'all ain't gonna cut it over here, what you think they're gonna do? They're gonna go to the next league, they're gonna get in.
Yeah,
they're gonna go to the next league to get in. So we all say, well, hey, what reason did you turn them down? Man, I don't think they're gonna have the players. And that's across the board, they can't get in. Guess what? They can't have no team because we don't have independent football. They can't have no team. So those players now got to disperse and go to other solid foundations. But what happened, every time somebody get mad with their team and think they can do it better, they go and start a team, and they get 15, 20 guys to start their team. 3 games in, they fold. So, but we as commissioners, president, whatever y'all call us, we all got to be across the board. Well, hey, if you ain't let them in, because they ain't going to make it, then they can't come play over here. If they got nowhere to play, then they have to go to veteran teams. It's just too many teams popping up that somebody going to let them in and play, and that's continue to water down the product.
But I ain't
gonna. Why are we allowing team building? Why are we allowing a 25-man roster?
That's my question. And we do it over here. We do it over here. And because we do it over here, it's because we vote. We allow to vote. Listen. I think the last 2 years I was president, I think we voted in 6 teams that I personally said I want to let them come in. If y'all let me be a dictator, I'm gonna bring them in. They voted them in.
That's how you did me. I wouldn't give voted. Damn, man. I just fuck around with it. I'm just fucking around with it.
Yeah, but I don't get in the way of the democratic process. I let them vote.
He
And
definitely
I
don't.
let them vote, and they just find out for themselves. Like, and they come back like, dang. But I tell them straight up, I don't think this team gonna make it.
I gotta post this comment on here, even though I know it's probably not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen, but I still gotta post it. So
Hey, look here. Let me go. I said it before. I'm gonna put it out here. That's a real possibility because I'm stepping down at the end of the year, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
hold up, time out. I gotta put my camera back on for this. Hold up, time out. Gee, boy, you really stepping down, bro?
Yeah, Doc, I'm done, Doc. I ain't got no more fight. I ain't got no more fight in me, man. Keep trying to force people to do what they supposed to do.
I'm gonna throw this out there. You look good in the FCFL uniform. In the FCFL something.
Look, get out of me and DeMar's conversation, man. Get on out of our conversation.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to look out for my league. I rock with the FCFL, I rock with the FFA, rock with even the EAFL teams. Like I say, fella, man, if we can make something happen, make it powerful, that's a free agent. You got to go grab that free agent. That's like a Braun out there. You got to grab him.
So I already told my owners that this is it for me. I mean, if they want to try to find an adequate president, I keep the league open for them. But I'm done with administration, bro. But as of May 15th, down, I'm done.
So we talk about league, or we talk about affairs? We talk about what you with football?
I'm keeping Americans. I'm just gonna be an owner. I'm done with a presidency. I'm done. So it just remains to be seen what the teams do.
In the time I've known Cheese, you done made some moves happen in that league, man. I got to be 100 with you, man. So to hear you say you really finna step down from it, man, it is bittersweet, but I understand, man. You finna do your thing with your team still, man.
Yep. I just build on that, man. I just build on that.
They losing a good piece in the FFA, man. You show you done, man.
Yeah, I'm done, man. So, hey, look, some people don't think they losing a good piece, so we'll see.
Hey, G, come to the EAFL.
Hey, man. Hey. We don't do that on this show. We don't do that on here. I'm the only one who can go ahead and be coaching people. I can do that. No.
I got to say something. Hey, the Bears ain't say something. Shit, I got to say something. Shit,
I got him. I'm his mouthpiece right now. I got him.
Hey, listen, Reggie. You don't even, when you don't have to say it, you don't have to say it.
Hey, man,
I'm not gonna sell you no poo jokes. You understand what I'm saying? We're not selling no Chrysler New Yorkers over here. So when you don't have to say it, you don't have to say it.
Well, y'all, hey, listen, we doing exclusive. Y'all for drop it. I'm coming out with FFA 3.0 next year. But hey, you can have 10. You can have 10 people.
Hey, Ray, on a serious tip, though, bro, that's something that you probably need to do. Not the FFA 3.0, but being realistic. Like a lot of people, kind of, they hit you up with a lot of stuff. You feel me? You handle a lot of business, man. I can see you eventually when you really stop and put your pads down for real. Stepping in that role and doing something with it, man.
Hey, part of the reason I'm stepping down because I offered that man a job on my staff, man. He left me hanging, so I ain't got nobody to help me. I remember that. So I'm tired, bro. I'm tired.
Hey, Cheese, the man came to the championship game, right? He was rooting for the Avengers, talking about FCFL. Next thing you know, I turn around. What he doing?
Yeah. So he left you on Reed too, then, right? He just left me, dog. He like, Cheese, I'm down. Look, I saved a position for him and everything. He left me on
stuff. This is supposed to be his last ride last year.
Yeah, he left me on stuff. So I had to fight this battle all by myself, and I'm tired. I'm beat down, man, like an old Chevrolet. So that's partly his fault.
Hey, don't put your hand on me.
Hey, two presidents jumping on me. What am I supposed to do? I can't get a flag. I can't get a sports flag. Anything? Can I get help? I got two presidents on my head right now, and I can't do nothing. Vincent is fucking help me. He can't get shit on. But I can. But this is for me though. I mean, I have love playing. But I'm 100% dead ass. I can't.
You was 100% last year.
I was 98% last year. I was 98% last year. You know what I'm saying? But I love it. But to be involved, but to give. But listen, I commend Chiefs, man. I commend the Bears. Like I would love to have a full time seat. Like I haven't yet had a full time seat. Like I talk to these guys. I talk to different people. I haven't had a full time seat at a desk yet. Like I'm itching for it, but I just got to get this last little itch out my body. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be like the players that kick you for 4 years, 5 years, and try to come back. I don't want that. I want to make sure all this shit is gone. Like I really do. And it's all about gone. But don't get that shit twisted. I still lay some shit out. I lay some shit out. Yeah, hey, listen, don't play. I can still
My boy
do
got
it.
a pick
But
yesterday. You
go
can't
out.
tell him shit.
Hey, I got a little pick yesterday, a little pick, you know what I'm saying? A little quick read, you know, my little bad rate went up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I look forward to it. I ain't gonna drop no exclusive, but I look forward to the end of the season, man, because it's like I'm gonna be fully 100% paperwork, and I deserve it. I earned shit. I earned that shit.
Be real, bro. I mean, your track record speak for itself, man. You done put in the work, man. At the end of the day, I mean, let's give you your wings while you hear shit. It's speaking for you right there in front of you. You got 3 of them things. You done put in the work. I mean, now it's time for you to go ahead.
I'm missing one. I got 4. I'm missing one.
Here you go, being petty. Here you
I
go.
got 4. I mean, I'm speaking facts. I got 4.
Hey, but Cheese, hey man, you gotta pass the message to them FFA dudes. We talk hella shit on here. This is just a calm show today. You know, this is the first episode of me branching off.
Hey, I been watching y'all, bro. I been watching y'all.
Yeah, I had to branch off from my old co-host, you know, so I started my own little thing. So this is something we're gonna be doing, going forward with it, trying to keep it going, man. But man, you gotta pass it, tell them fools to get on here too, cause we see they talk big talk over there.
Hey, I need Rowdy, man. Like, listen, if I get Rowdy on here, you know, get a cross with me and Rowdy on here at the same time, I think it's really interesting. Because Rowdy be knowing, but see, we know, but it's that thing though. See, FFA people, I don't mean FFA people, but the FFA players, they really be locked in on daily. They don't really give a fuck about what's going on everywhere else. So, because I'm just being honest, I'm not being funny. Like, but you know, it's considered a top tier. So they look at everything else, you know, EFL, FCFL, IFA, whatever. They look at it like, you know, they believe us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see Glass. Listen.
Boy, they sporty. Them is the sportiest people in the world.
You don't give a fuck if you got, man, listen, the Glass don't give 2 shits about nothing but them. And I'm saying it's okay. I like it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Where they, you know, I just wish it was more cross, you know, like cross information, cross counties. But you know, FFA got their own, you know, kind of little thing, so they wouldn't be as, you know, hip to what's going on this side. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to get, you know, everybody involved into it. Man. I think it'd be nice. Like it'd be real dope to see everybody kind of on the same page, regardless of what league. It's just the football talk in general.
You know what we need to bring back though? How we did that one year you made the UFL versus the the UFF. We need to do that again at the end of the year. FFA versus league versus league.
That's too many players, man. Everybody in their damn nigga be ain't played in 3 years about uniform kind of play.
That's 100. That's about 100 jerseys per team.
Listen, I'm all for another All-Star, you know. But
that J.R. Dre game.
Yeah, definitely something like that. You know what I'm saying? But listen, my inbox, I have had a couple people about some ideas, and I'll tell y'all right now, I ain't with that fuck shit. Like I don't make no money out of that shit. The money that was brought in was for uniforms, the field, the venue, the referees, the concession. Like, you know, for the families of the, you know, of the guys who lost their sons who was playing for. Man, I got guys, and I ain't gonna drop no names. We got guys who put the game together, and it was more so about money. And when you come to me about that shit, that's when I cut you off. Because we did this game for, you know, for our fallen brothers. It was never about trying to make no money. It was never about, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I would love to see a big, you know, a big event like that. That would be good, you know, for us. But we got this COVID out here, man. We got a lot of people that believe in that, and I'm not saying I don't believe in it, but that COVID keeps us from doing things like that. And that's the reason why we wasn't able to have the game 3 straight years in a row, because when the COVID dropped, that stopped everything. At one point in time, we couldn't play football at all, nowhere.
Nowhere, can't nobody get a field.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, it's all good. So, yep. So we
all that going, man. But man, other than that, man, the bar. I got one question for you because you see they bother you, and I know we didn't talk about it earlier. Please tell them stop playing with your Outlaws right now, man.
Who went out of the Outlaws and Orange Hawk?
Tell them to go to the website. Look at the win.
Hey, hold up. While we on that, since we talking about the website, now technically they lost this game Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm supposed to be above them. I'm tripping. They tripping.
Listen, Arnell's in charge of the website. That'll be updated tonight.
Yeah, Arnell, let's tighten up, man.
Yeah.
They lost.
Hey, Vince, what's going on? Speak on it. We don't know what's going on.
Right now, I'm looking at the Outlaws right now. That's where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be at 2. I'm waiting on the Outlaws.
No, I'm saying, what's the situation? What's going on?
Man, right now, the Orange Hawks sitting at 2-0. They just technically lost this game this Saturday, and they number 2. Like I had to tell the bar, on my mind, I thought I was supposed to be there after they lost. I ain't gonna lie, I was waiting on the call to tell me they lost, to be 100. I was waiting on that call because I'm like, I'm ready to get back to practice.
Hey, Vince. Hey, listen, one thing about it, we're not gonna just take nothing from nobody. So we just got off the board call earlier. We spoke to the one of the 2 officials that was actually there for real, and he put it all on the table. So that's what made it what it is. So yeah, they did that. That is a loss on them. And boy, listen, I one thing I do wish I did is instead of talking to Cheese at when the season was going, we should have talked about some specific stuff, boy, because his fine process in mind, boy.
One thing I got, just going through both processes, to be 100.
Woo.
They cheesing them. They're extensive with this. They were very, very extensive.
Oh yeah.
You got to talk to this person. You got to talk to this person. And after you talk to this person, you talk. You hear. Look. I think I ain't gonna. I can talk about it. Now, I talked to Craig. Craig made me reevaluate everything I was thinking. I'm like, man, you know what? Am I ready? Am I ready to make that
leap? Don't say that, man. Oh.
But I swear to God, Craig made me reevaluate everything I would think. I'm like, boy, I could do this. Talking to Craig, I'm like, man, you know what? Can I do this year? I think I need another year. year.
Hey, Vince.
Yeah.
They want to know everything but your credit score.
Come on, man. We need that bad. We need that bad.
Hey.
We need that bad.
You gotta have a 640 in order to apply.
Hey, but they got an extensive background, and like I said, I give it to them. It works in their favor because at the end of the day, they're able to weed out a lot of stuff. So that's really why I asked that question about how do you weed out? Because being real, they did that. They weeded out a good bit. Because I think it was at the time it was us, the Blackhawks, the Steelers. Let's ask that, Chief. How did they make it all the way through? Because I knew they were going through stuff worse than I was at that time.
Well, no, when I came up there and talked to you guys, and I brought it back to the owners, so y'all made it through the process of being able to apply, but before it got finished, pretty much everybody except the Steelers decided to go back.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to really vet y'all because y'all had made the decision. I'm gonna be honest now. The Grizzlies and your team was the only one that I co-signed.
Yeah. Appreciate you. But I ain't gonna lie, I had a feeling later on once I really sat down and thought about it, because the man got mad at me after that. Still ain't talked to him to this day about it. I realized what he was doing. He was trying to basically put himself in that position where he was still, in the talks, in the position where, I know I probably got to win over this team. Whereas to now where I'm at now, I wouldn't even I wouldn't even think twice about playing against him like that because I'm on a different mindset. But then he was only trying to put himself in a position to have a bracket where he can be able to say he at the top.
Yeah, well, we had talked, and I told him I respected what you did because you called me. You're like, "Hey, Cheese man, I'm gonna go back for a year." And I said, "You got to do what you got to do, bro. Don't come over here if you feel you ain't ready just to get beat up, because then you're gonna hurt yourself more than help yourself, because you're gonna have players like, okay, well, we ain't good as I thought or whatever." And and some of these players' mentality is fragile. Is fragile. So I respected what you did. That's why I told you, I said, bro, I got an open line of communication. Whatever you need, I'm there for you. Because a lot of people wouldn't have did that. They would have just stayed there and took it, and then and it'd have been worse off. So that's why I knew you was gonna make it. Me and Reggie talked about the Blackhawks situation. That was a whole totally different thing. But y'all was the only two that I really had co-signed, because, like I said, I saw the passion you had for your team, and you were soaking in what we were saying.
Oh, definitely did that part. Definitely did that part. Everything y'all told me, then I told Andy on the phone. I say, man, look, just because I ain't joining this year, everything you taught me, I'm gonna take it with next year. That's why that following year I was able to have my stadium and stuff like that, because everything you told me is just basically about trying to communicate.
Yep.
But yeah, man, like I say, fellas, man, all in all, though, man, I appreciate y'all coming on today, man. We ain't gonna stick on here too much longer because, like I said, normally I stay on here about longer than 2 hours, but we ain't arguing or doing nothing today. It was a positive show today. Yeah, today was a positive one. We ain't going at it. Like I said, this is the first episode on my new podcast. So at the end of the day, fellas, I appreciate y'all for coming on, but we're gonna get up out of here today, man.
All right, for sure. I gotta get to the truck anyway.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas.
All right.
All right, baby.
All right. All right, fellas, man. I'm finna wrap up this show, man. First episode, really kind of branching off on my own again. There's no shot to my boy Greg. I appreciate him, for helping me get this platform started. But I did have to branch away from it. No ill will, no bad vibes or something. It's just something I felt like I had to do. So again, I appreciate y'all for hopping on this thing today, though, fellas, man. Getting these views up. Y'all keep fucking with it, man. Because like I said, it's always gonna be full of smoke. We're gonna keep it real, raw, and uncut. It's your boy Vince, and I'm up out of here.